Oh wait, I have an intro.
Okay, go for it
Uh,
then.
I have something I want to do. Give me a second.
Hmm.
Ahem. Um, just building up. James Gunn, retire, bitch.
I fucking knew it. I knew you were gonna do that. God damn it. I don't know. The moment you were like, "Oh, I got a bit," and I was like, "Oh, that sounds like okay. Yeah, let's see what Matt's got." And then I was like, "There's no way that he wouldn't do that again, would he?"
Hey, hey, it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It has. It has. Well, Ridley Scott's made like at least one great film in the last couple of years, and other films
What was
I've really
that?
enjoyed.
What did he do?
The Last Duel, which is frankly one of his best movies.
I am so conflicted on that fucking movie.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. It like all the this like stuff rules, right?
Hmm.
Like the action, like the duel itself is great, right?
Yeah.
I can recommend that movie to no people.
Sure, but that doesn't mean it's not good.
I don't know though. Like,
No, no, no.
because
I rewatched Pinocchio or 964 Pinocchio.
mm,
Um, one of the most insane films ever. You'll
mm.
never get an experience like it again. Uh, can't recommend it to anybody. I can't do that. People
But
will put me away.
no, you can though.
I don't.
Like, here's the
Oh,
thing.
good fucking luck. Good
No,
fucking
you can
luck.
recommend. But you go like, hey, sickos, you want another sicko movie? Like that's what you do with that, right?
Hmm.
Like that's Old Boy. Like I can recommend Old Boy to people. I can't recommend Old Boy to everyone, obviously, right?
Hmm.
Like I can't go like, hey, my bridge club, check out Old Boy. Like but the last duel where I'm like, well, if you're a fan of Gladiator, you're not gonna like it. And if you're a sicko, you're probably not gonna like it because it's pretty much just a historical drama. And if you're wanting a genuine, deep exploration of the abuses of women, it's not that either, right?
Hmm.
Like it would be easier for me to recommend The Counselor to people
I
than it
don't
would
know
be.
about.
No, but not
Well.
you're misunderstanding when I say recommend to people. I do not mean all people, right?
Hmm.
Like, but I think there are less people I could recommend The Last Duel to than The Counselor. There's a small pool of people I can recommend The Counselor to, but I think there in terms of the like who I feel comfortable being like check out The Last Duel. It's like you.
Well, most people who saw it did like it. The five of us
But
who
no one,
saw it.
but no one saw it, and everyone that liked it is already in the pocket for Ridley Scott.
I don't know if that's true because House of Gucci like made money, but I don't think many people like that movie.
Yeah, but I still think there are the Scott heads who like House of Gucci
Yeah, I mean,
because
I
it's
like
just
House of Gucci. It's just not nearly
yeah,
as well made as
but
Last
that's what I'm
Duel.
saying. I'm saying that only Scott heads really saw Last Duel, and of course they would like it, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
They're dopes who like Prometheus. Like it's of course they would like the Last Duel,
Yeah. Well, hey, look,
but
I double featured the Last Duel. It was like one of the last screenings of it and House of Gucci, and
mm,
that was one of the best double features of my entire life. I got to be
good
honest.
for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
I can recommend House of Gucci to people.
Yeah.
Like I just again, it's like the Last Duel. So I'm like really conflicted on it, right? Because it's also not what I'm like going to be like. Let's throw on the Last Duel.
Yeah. It's not one of those.
So I want to see
Would
the assault scene twice.
no, no, no. Yeah, no,
It's
I
like,
get what you're saying.
yeah, that's all. That's all. It is. Great performances though. Like there is a lot of great stuff in it, including Ben Affleck, who I think people gave shit for that movie, but I like Affleck in it. But
Yeah, I do too.
I gave it 4.5 stars. So
Yeah, it's a good
it was
movie. Co-written by Nicole Holofcener. I think is how her name is pronounced. Do you know who that is?
Yes. Yeah, I've seen her in interviews and stuff, and she also did like Enough Said and shit. Like, said other movie she did. Oh God.
She wrote the original version of "Can You Ever Forgive Me." I don't think she has much in the
That
original.
production was like a disaster. She got like fired from that, right? Like that was a whole thing.
Yeah, yeah. She's not discredited her work on the film. It's obviously a very good film, but it ended up being a very good film. But she is like she's said like she gets very hurt when people say that's her best work because it's like not entirely her.
Well,
She
she did a movie
also
called Please Give that I really like.
yeah. Please
With
give
Kathy
enough
Tina.
said. Like you mentioned, can you ever forget? No, oops, I just did it. Land of Steady Habits.
You
Excuse me.
fucker.
I know, I
You
know. I
fucker.
just did it. I
What
like Land
happened
of Steady
to
Habits.
where's Marielle Heller? Oh, she did Night Bitch. Oh
Yeah.
no, sorry.
Uh,
Try
not.
again.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Very, very talented director. I was not in love with that movie.
Mm-mm.
But very good director. I'll be there no matter what she does next. She's too good. So
Enough
I don't know how
Said's
we got
really a
there,
sad
but
movie, even though it's like just a nice rom com because it is like, oh, Gandolfini. No, like,
yeah,
goddamn, we lost something big.
yeah,
Gandolfini.
yeah. That one's always gonna sting. I don't know how we got here, but
Because I told Ridley Scott to retire, bitch, and he didn't
yeah.
listen.
All right. Well, no, I obviously disagree with that sentiment. Still, I'm still one of the freaks clamoring for a new Alien from him, which will just not happen at this point, and I recognize that. Um,
God, we got to do something about that franchise. We got to
so,
stop it. We got to stop it. Yeah.
well, do you have to stop the Superman franchise? Do you feel the
Yes.
need to? Yeah. Oh shit, you're just going there.
No. 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 I'm not. I am in a. I don't care. Like, sorry. Like,
Hmm.
I. It's one where I'm like, if there's another one and I hear good things, I'll see it. Right. Like, I'm not
Hmm.
against it. I have no vested interest in the expanded DC universe. I don't really
Hmm.
care what they do there. I'm more interested in Matt Reeves, the Batman Part Two, at this stage.
Hmm.
Uh, will that even happen now? Who knows? That would be an incredible fumble if you ask me. But
If
um,
they didn't do it.
if they didn't do it,
Hmm.
um, and just retcon it later, just be like that should happen like 10 years before everything. Because I'm sure whatever they want to do with the Brave and the Bold, um, they're gonna they're gonna be like, we want to get the whole Batman family in as soon as possible. That's my bet.
Hmm. Yeah. I don't think you can do two Batmans. I know everyone thinks you can because it's Batman.
Mhm.
Like, please don't do that. This isn't about the sanctity of the DC universe or anything like that. I just mean like, no, no, no. You guys need to learn how to make money from movies again. Don't do it. Don't split the
You know what?
votes.
Here's my workaround. Here's my workaround that no one will listen. Do like a fucking Robin movie and just have Batman in it. Do like 6 movies with Batman supporting characters and have your own Batman. He's the guy. He'll be in the Justice League. Whatever. Just don't give him his own movie and let Matt Reeves do the Batman movie.
Hmm.
Just do that because there's no way Matt Reeves is gonna get to Robin. Like he's not gonna do any of the Batman family shit, right? Like
I would love to have seen him do that, but I think you're right.
the challenge they'll never be able to solve with Robin until we're doing like CGI children actors, right?
Hmm.
Like until that happens, is that Robin's supposed to be a kid, and it takes 3 years to make movies. So like that kid's not gonna be a kid for that long, you
Yeah.
know. I mean, the
Yeah.
Stranger Things kids are already looking old.
Yeah, that's a whole other problem. I will be honest, I'm not in it for this like the interest in like oh what's the new DCU gonna look like. I get excited when it's like oh exciting director is working on this. Like
Yeah,
I want
and
to see takes.
that's exactly who they've got on Brave and the Bold currently. Who they got
Yeah,
again?
no,
Who do
no.
they have? Who
Yeah,
do they have?
Andy Muschietti,
Oh yeah, that guy
who seems like a fine, upstanding gentleman.
seems like a nice dude. Seems fine.
Yeah,
Most
he
nice
just
people
happens
are
to.
bad directors.
Yeah, it's just it's not for me. People have been trying to convince me to watch The Flash lately, not because they like it, they just want to see me get mad, and I'm not going to
Hmm.
do that to myself.
Do you want to
I'm just
see
not.
like the ghoulish CGI recreation of Christopher Reeve?
Yeah, it's like I could just stab myself in the forehead,
How
achieve the
that
same
we will
effect.
I will never get over the Flash movie existing.
Yeah,
How do you fumble the Flash that hard?
yeah, I don't know.
He
Okay, look,
runs fast.
yeah, look, I don't want
That's
to just talk about other DC stuff. Let's talk about James Gunn Superman, because it was highly anticipated by a lot of people. Clearly, it's doing very well opening weekend. We'll see how it legs out. It seems like most people have really liked it and are very excited about it. Matt, your takeaway
so
is not
so
excitement.
so Supergirl was released in 1984.
Hmm.
It was the last attempt by the Salkinds to hold on to the Superman rights. It starred Faye Dunaway and Helen Slater and was directed by the guy who did Jaws 2,
Yes, our boy.
who was also like the replacement director on that. If anyone remembers, they fired the original director. Uh, he also did Somewhere in Time, which starred Christopher Reeve, which is a drama he did. Uh, and Santa Claus the movie, the other Salkind produced film, which is one of the weirdest movies you ever did see. Um, it's mostly boring, but it does have moments. Um,
Yeah,
I like
I
how
like Helen
the
Slater a
poster.
lot.
I like how the poster for Supergirl has her flying by the Statue of Liberty, and then you watch the movie and she's just in Smallville for most of it,
Yeah,
and she flies out of the Popeyes chicken, which maybe that's what Snyder was going for in Man of Steel.
a throwback
Maybe,
to Helen Slater's Supergirl.
yeah, maybe it was a reference.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe he understands this stuff better than anyone did.
Yeah, yeah. Why not?
Peter
Um,
O'Toole is in the movie
he is. Yes, yes, he is.
as Zoltar.
Yeah. You don't
You
like
know,
Zoltar?
what? Why do we watch these movies?
Because we have no lives.
So the
Um,
movie bombed.
the movie bombed horrifically. It's a failed blockbuster, baby.
Uh,
Critically, financially. But I do like Helen Slater. And like oh, you know what? Let me read the cast really quick for people that haven't seen Supergirl, because that's not the title of this episode. Um, Stars Faye Dunaway, Hart Bachner, Mia Farrow, Peter Cook. Like, the music's by Jerry Goldsmith. Also,
yeah,
that Jerry Goldsmith.
The Salkinds spent money on it. Like they wanted it to work. Like that was not a like it really wasn't a cynical cash grab. It was just they no one knew what to do. And at
Hmm.
some point people were like it's the classic thing of like what should the Supergirl movie be? Should it just be the plot of Superman with Supergirl in it? It's like no. Like, it's it should be about like a witch or some shit. Like what do girls like? And that's why they always fuck it up, right?
Hmm.
We're just like, wouldn't it be fun to just watch like a girl Superman? And people are like, who would ever want to see that? Clearly no one. So let's just do like the worst plot ever.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I don't hate it though. It's just like, yeah, this did not work at all.
Love that chicken.
Helen Slater also pops up in like a bunch of other DC stuff for cameos, and she was Supergirl's mom in the CW show,
Oh yeah,
which I thought was very sweet.
right on.
Yeah,
I
and
love
she's in like
that.
the entire series.
Yeah, Supergirl had a really popular series for a while. Like, how many seasons did that last?
6.
Yeah, that's crazy. That
Yeah.
like Supergirl was just quietly on a successful TV show
Mm-hmm.
and over 100 episodes. and it was just like, what if Supergirl was good, right?
Yeah.
Like what
Yeah.
Diego, who wants to see that? What if instead we made Supergirl, I don't know, like kind of like a drunk party girl type, and now she can talk like Star-Lord, but girl Star-Lord? Because
What are you
clearly no
referring
one
to?
because clearly no one is interested in Supergirl. We got to really like change the whole element of that character. We got to
You're
get
not
Superman. We got to get Superman back to his roots because this is a cynical world. We have to believe in hope again. We have to have a character that just stands for good because deep down that's what audiences would really like to see. But who wants Supergirl to be like that? We can only do that once.
so you're not into spoilers for Superman, the entirety of it, because
Oh
clearly
yeah.
there's
Oh
some
yeah.
stuff we got to work out here. So you weren't a fan of this approach to Supergirl, portrayed by Millie Alcock from House of the
She was
Dragon.
in 5 minutes of the movie. It didn't matter that much, but
Okay,
it was a weird choice.
okay,
I had a bigger hang up with that. I know people are coming out of the movie being like, "What's with the fucking Jimmy Olsen plot?" I had a bigger hang up with Supergirl
okay,
being drunk than that. Um,
okay. I'm not like over the moon about that, the Supergirl thing, but I also just think that scene is weird and should have been a post credits thing, if anything. That's just
Well, you
me.
don't like that the movie. All right, so like the movie builds like this really, really, uh, I'll say good note of watching video of his quote unquote parents. Right? It feels
Mm-hmm.
like James Gunn had that idea and just built the movie backwards from that.
Mm-hmm.
But and it's like, yeah, but what if we stop for a second to be like, oh, she can get drunk on planets with red suns because she likes to party. Like, what if we explained how she can get drunk? That's because
Yeah.
that's what the audiences are gonna want.
Yeah, it's not my favorite beat in the film. I'll be honest.
Too bad. There's like 20 other beats like that.
I would say about yeah. Let's see. Let's see. How do we do
James
this?
Gunn seems really excited to tell you what he's thought up for the DC universe.
Yeah, he does. He's in charge of it now. He's probably making more money than God because of it.
It's all the joy of going over to someone who's in their 30s and like it's fine if you want to hold on to things from your childhood. But then like, they feel the need to like explain it to you
Hmm.
and you're like, I get it. Cool. All right, well, can we like watch something or like do something? Like, are we ordering food? What are we doing here?
I gotta be honest.
Yep.
So I was telling you beforehand. Like I was looking up interviews with James Gunn because look, at the end of the day, he's just he's one of my guys, right? Like I just like his stuff. Like a lot of the interviews, it's like these interviewers are only allowed to ask questions about the DCU, and I have to like believe that's not the case. It just feels like that because
Mhm.
like they're not all their stuff is like I know we can't talk about like the plot in Superman, and it's like well you don't have to talk about the plot, but you could ask like interesting questions, and that just doesn't really happen anymore. It's quite frustrating to be honest,
Hey,
and
he put himself in that position.
I'm not saying he didn't. I'm not saying he didn't. I'm just saying like you know what happened what happened to this country, what happened to these people. um,
They watch movies. That's what happened.
I guess. Uh, all right, so you weren't a fan of Supergirl. The Jimmy Olsen subplot is a little weird, but before that, you just straight up didn't like the movie then, and you don't care, right?
Yeah, I gave it 2.5 stars
Okay.
uh, on
What
Letterboxd.
did you
So,
respond to, if anything, in there?
well, you know what? Here's weird. I walked out of the movie and was like, there were parts I liked, but I had hangups, and I saw it today. We're recording on Monday, um, and I saw it Thursday, and I feel like huge chunks of the movie have already left my brain.
Hmm.
Um, And so like I'm racking my brain to think about what I liked. Uh, I guess here's the thing I disagree with a lot of people. I really like the beginning of it. Um, I thought it did a really good job of setting up that this is a universe where just Superman already exists, right?
Mm-hmm.
I things didn't start to go totally wrong for me. It like there were like occasionally stuff would like I'd feel like stuff was poking at me a little bit. Um, it started in the Lois Lane Superman scene, first one where they make out,
Oh,
which I liked. I
really?
did like that. I did like that like they just immediately start making out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm always a little disappointed when they go like we're not gonna bother with that secret identity stuff because I feel like that's part of the fun. But like
I do
whatever,
too.
not like not my biggest deal breaker.
Yeah.
And uh, yeah, there was a little bit of like there was just there's too much talking. I'm sorry, like they're really trying to catch you. Like I'm like, wow, you did a really good job setting up this new universe, and it's like, yeah, but like, we got to explain it like three more times now. I'm like, no, I think we're good, and they did that a lot. Um, the line, the moment I realized we were in trouble, was when Superman does the like maybe hope is punk rock, which is such a Tumblr thing from like 27 years ago.
I mean, Guillermo del Toro said that like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but Guillermo del Toro's like a weird guy into bugs. You can get away with it if you're a weird guy into bugs. Like Superman should have something more profound to say. Uh, but that was I audibly groaned, and when I audibly groaned, I realized, oh, I don't know if I'm vibing with this movie.
Oh no.
Um, yeah, and the Justice Gang. Ugh, it's- it is one where I'm kind of like, I can't believe this movie was so lame. Um,
Just straight up like
yeah,
bad for you.
it the more I think about it, the less I like it.
Oh, that's a
Um,
shame. That's a shame.
yeah, uh, it's it's one where like you kind of this is the thing that's killed everything. Not just about like shared universes, but like these movies that are so built on their lore, right? Like that are so built on this like iconography of all these characters. Is that you have to really like all of it to like it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's hard for me to go, well, I like this part of Superman's thing and this because it's barely a Superman movie. It's a DC Universe movie, which isn't inherently bad, but I'm not like I can barely engage with it as a movie about Superman. Um, it's yeah. And then also it just became tiresome that James Gunn's shtick is just every C-level character is just going to sound like a James Gunn character.
Is that okay if that is just his thing, and you just happen to like not vibe with that anymore, or you think it's like a wrong approach? Period.
I think it's a I think it's mostly a wrong approach. I guess here's the one. I'm starting to think he doesn't know how to write women. Like I know I'm maybe the last person here to realize that. This feels like a conversation other people maybe are having, but it's like Guy Gardner being a dick. Yeah, I see that. Mr. Terrific was a dick, but in a different way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like saw that. What's Hawk Girl?
Hawk Girl gets the short end of the stick. I wish there was a lot
Yeah,
more Hawk
like
Girl.
but like no, I'm not asking for more Hawk Girl. I'm not saying more. I'm saying what is
You
Hawk Girl
know,
compared
yeah,
like
she's
in
the one who doesn't
in
have
the
like a distinct like perspective on things. That's not just like eh.
you know like like fucking radio, a thing that used to exist. Like like shock jock radio, there would be the like I'm Frankie and the fart, right? Like there would be
Yeah.
guys like that, and they would be like, "Oh, we're gonna throw donuts off a roof at fucking moving cars," and they would always have the girl host that was like not on the title,
Mm-hmm.
and she would just be like, "And I'm here to keep these guys in line." right? Like
Mm-hmm.
she wasn't allowed to be funny. Like there was like a law against her being unique and funny. And that's what every James Gunn team is starting to feel like. Where we get the crazy guys and then the girls are like, I'm just here to keep everyone in line.
That does make me appreciate Ratcatcher 2 more in the Suicide Squad because she
Yeah.
doesn't have that vibe. She's just as like
No,
kind of trashy as the rest of them.
they partly because she's a weird little rat girl. Like
Yeah,
he'll do the like weird one. Like Mantis is weird, right?
yeah.
Like and
I didn't even
they
mention
also
Harley
kind
Quinn,
of
but that's like a given.
yeah, Harley Quinn feels like he was contractually obligated to include her. Like which I'm not saying he was complaining, but I'm just saying like if you had given him Suicide Squad, he probably wouldn't have put Harley Quinn in it, right? Like divorced of the other stuff,
I'm sure they're
you
happy
know?
he put her in. Yeah.
Mhm. But yeah, so it's like there's that angle to it. Lois Lane is okay, right? Um, she kind of like disappears for big chunks of the movie. I do like that she does the uh that it's her investigating that like leads to Superman, right? That like she has to save him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, does he actually say that in the movie?
I don't think he does.
All
I've
right,
only
good.
seen it the
Like,
once. I did want to check it out one more time before this, but I had no time this weekend.
yeah, and I had no interest.
And you had no interest, yeah. Well, let me just say this. I don't know if I loved it, but I thought it was pretty great for the most part. I really like this
See,
movie.
I have no idea what anyone is talking about.
Yeah, well, let's keep breaking it down because I want to hear why people didn't respond to it because I
Well,
heard a lot of the early criticisms about like Lois Lane not being very proactive in the movie, James Gunn not knowing how to write women. I definitely disagree with the former. And that it wasn't really a Superman movie. It was like what you said, like a DCU movie. And I think I can. I ended up not feeling that way as much. It definitely is that. Like it just is because of how it was made and what it's supposed to do. Like that is undeniable. That's I don't even think that's inherently a negative thing. It just is a DCU movie first and foremost, right?
mm,
Um there's a couple things that I think would have smoothed out some negative responses to this. One is that because this movie's a week in the life of Superman, right?
mm,
There was initially supposed to be like some title cards that would be like Monday. You know, when it cut to black, it was supposed to be like Tuesday, Wednesday, and it would have been the whole week. Someone at Warner Brothers didn't like that, and it wasn't James Gunn allegedly, and
well,
they were like, well, it should just be a movie, and they took that out, and I think while that pacing would have still been a little choppier, I think that would have added an interesting approach to the
oh,
movie,
you
and
know what? It might have anchored it a little better. Like honestly, because if I think I talked about my big complaint with Justice League was that it wasn't segmented enough, right? Like even
mm-hmm,
though it did the chapters thing, that like I really wish that if they had picked a chapter, they just would have stuck with it, right?
yeah.
Like, and you totally could have made Superman work where it's like, here's Superman, fighting the not Russians. Here's Superman with the Justice Gang. Here's Superman in the Pocket Dimension, right? Like you
Mm-hmm.
could have
Yeah.
totally. Here's Superman back in Smallville. Like that totally could have worked. That might have helped it a
Yeah.
little.
Well, I mean,
'Cause
yeah,
it does
every
have
single
a.
day is you just broke it down perfectly.
Mm,
Yeah, it's exactly that. And
yeah,
then the last day is the big finale.
yeah, and like that, like I'm fine with that. Like I know some people are coming and being like, it's uneven, it's messy, blah blah blah. Like it's weird. I've read a lot of complaints I don't totally vibe with. Right? I think there's just something off in the DNA of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I think it's James Gunn, if I'm being perfectly honest. I think James
Okay.
Gunn is too comfortable with the easy stuff he falls back on. And I think it really hampered a movie that could have been great. Um, also, he's not a great director. Uh, sorry, everyone, but
I do not agree with that. I want to make that clear. But I do want to talk about more of these criticisms because I was someone who couldn't really wrap my head around this stuff. I don't think it's messy. I do think it's very stuffed. I actually think the writing is quite in terms of plotting, it's very tight. I think it's a little too tight, but I didn't
Hmm.
find this messy either. Um,
I
tonally,
don't.
tonally, I think it is stretching quite a bit.
See, that's the stuff I didn't have a problem with.
Okay, really?
Yeah, like because well, it's the DC universe. It's fucking absurd, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like this is what happens in the DC universe. It very much captures that. Like, I know some people have been like, Lex Luthor's plan doesn't make sense, and I'm like, it's Lex Luthor. Like, of course it doesn't make sense. Like, why would he make an army of monkeys do this job he could pay a bunch of people to do?
Did
Like, there's
you
no
fucking
reason.
start cracking up when you saw that too, or is that just me?
Someone had spoiled that for me.
Oh my! I can't
Yeah,
imagine.
yeah, but I did like it. Like I feel like people spoiled that as like a complaint. I was like, no, I like that idea. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's also very funny, like, monkeys on typewriters type thing. Like just yeah, and it's like a very throwaway thing. Um,
um,
but like then there's like I guess it's just because James Gunn knows people are stupid and has no faith in the audience. But there's so much talking over explaining everything. And I didn't need, there was so much that like just worked and then people kept talking and made it worse. Like, I don't know, man. Um,
well, let's talk about that stuff that sounds like you do like then. All the weird DC shit. There's a moment where Perry White, who, while not a very fleshed out character, it's like, oh, cool. I like that they have
here's
the Daily
here's
Planet guys.
here's how much you need to know this movie is lame. Because here's how much of an easy lay I am for superhero shit. Just seeing Perry White like chomping on a cigar in the newsroom is enough to get me like hooting and hollering, right? Where I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, yes, he runs a fucking newspaper. It's the Daily Planet. I love that they are like I do love the element of this stuff is so normal at this point that most people just go about their day that even though like there's giant monsters attacking the city.
Yeah.
Uh I do like that element. And that Perry White is like, all right, let's go. We got to get this published. Like he's more interested in getting the story published than escaping
No, no,
Metropolis.
no. My
Uh,
favorite bit is like when they're doing that for the finale, and he's like, "All right, Lewis, you got the spaceship deal on the top of the roof, right? All right, let's go, everyone." And it's like, "All right, yeah,
yeah,
that's just normal." Oh, did I lose you?
no, I'm just
Oh,
thinking about this movie.
okay.
Um,
So you didn't respond to that. That's
I liked elements of it.
hmm
I just don't. I do think James Gunn is what fucked this movie up. Like I
okay.
don't think I think his writing was bad, and it's all the ideas are correct. All the ideas are good. It's poor execution.
Mm.
Um, and it like we should ask for better. And I don't know. I'm just watching this and being like, I feel like I'm being told Superman is about hope as opposed to feeling it, right? I feel like I was
Hmm.
told a lot of things about Superman without seeing or feeling it. Why doesn't he ever buy a hot dog from that guy?
Yeah, we should have that in there. I would have liked
Why
that.
does there should have been a scene where like Superman's like fighting a monster and goes like crashing through that like he's a vendor, so like that's part of it. Like that guy should have had like a shop. Like this would have because it would have been visually better.
Hmm.
And Superman goes like crashing through the window, and the guy's like, "Oh, Superman, I got your favor." He's like, "Not, no, not now." And he's like, "No, no, hold on." And he's like trying to tell the customers like, "Superman's my best friend." He's got a picture of him and Superman on the wall, and like he's really happy in the picture. Superman looks like a little awkward, like not like in a dick way, but
Yeah.
like oh, he wasn't expecting to get a photo taken, and the guy's like really happy, which would have added some fucking dramatic weight to when he gets shot in the face.
That part did get me a little bit. I gotta be honest.
What do you all are weak.
I think so, but that's
You're
fine.
Metamorpho in that scene. Where
I
Metamorpho is suddenly
am.
like, I didn't realize Lex Luthor killed people. And I'm like, you're in a gulag.
Yeah. Look, it worked on me. Everything you're
Because you're an
saying that
idiot.
is like
Because you all are weak minded idiots. You saw the
well,
dog. You saw the dog,
yeah.
and the dog's cute. And you're like, oh, look, he's Crypto. Here's the thing. This is why the people responding to this. No one knows who Crypto is. I know who Crypto is. I've read a fucking comic book before. I know this shit. And so, like, I'm not super like, oh, wow, I can't believe Superman's got a dog in this movie. And now all these fucking dog lovers out there go to see this movie and the dog's semi-cute and people are mean to the dog. And you're like, don't be mean to that dog. And it's cheap. There's a second dog in this movie. There's another dog. We couldn't come up with a different animal in that sequence when the fucking foot was coming down. It's got to be another dog. Then there's a squirrel. Go fuck yourself.
What's wrong
Like
with the squirrel?
why are we doing this? What are we doing?
Because Superman wants to save all living things.
Yes, we already get that by that point.
It's fine. That's fine for it to be there. I'll give you that. It's a little wordy at times. I was surprised to hear you didn't respond to the Lois Lane and Clark Kent interview scene at the beginning. I thought that was pretty good. One of James Gunn's
It was
better scenes.
uneven. That is like there's so many James Gunn isms creeping into the dialogue there that like that was when I was starting going like ooh ooh right, like I'm like oh this is like
Mm.
this is don't no James don't don't go there. Don't go there. And then by the time the Justice Gang shows up, it just goes like fully overboard. I'm going to admit, though, it's going to be hard for me to talk about this movie because I'm realizing I'm already forgetting this, like what anyone ever said in the movie.
And look, it sounds like you have a predisposition to the gunnisms. You just like you bounce
Yeah,
off them once you see them, right? And I'm not saying you're wrong to feel that way. It's just I've had conversations with other people that didn't like the movie, and I've told them like just straight up like for your health, I think you should not watch more James Gunn stuff. Like if you, I don't
I
think there's a future
was
where you like it anymore.
I was in the pocket for James Gunn.
I know
Think
you were too. Yeah.
I still love Guardians too. I still hold Super up as a great movie, but I just think his shtick's gotten old. It's
Mm.
the same thing. Like I said after the movie, I'm surprised Metamorpho didn't just say "I am Metamorpho" over and over again. Like I've seen all these tricks, and what's really frustrating is he writes Superman differently, so he can write differently. He could write better stuff, and he's choosing not to. He falls back on really cheap shit, and it's very frustrating because he didn't have to.
Well, here let's talk about Superman then. David Cornsweat as Clark Kent
Yeah,
Superman. Um, I think this guy is awesome as Superman. I think he's fucking great, and I agree. Gunn I think nailed a version of Superman that clearly made many people very happy. I don't think anyone's looking at this being like, no, he sucked writing Superman here, or he cast the wrong Superman. Like, I think wholly, without question, that's like that's the best part of the movie. The
yeah,
lead character is like I think he just fucking nailed it.
I liked him,
Okay.
but what does he do in the movie?
He's getting told what everyone thinks about him, and he's trying to figure out like who he really
All
is.
right, it's coming back to me. Some of the stuff I didn't like.
Okay.
His Superman's too dumb.
You think so?
He doesn't do anything clever.
I mean that's true. I don't think he's dumb though. It's just
He's
he doesn't
dumb.
have that
He's
wit.
dumb. He's dumb because Superman's smart. Like he's not as smart as Lex Luthor. But like, there's
Mm.
that scene where he's in the gulag with fucking Metamorpho, and I'm like, Superman should be the one kind of telling Metamorpho what to do here, right?
Mm.
And instead, Metamorpho's like, oh wait, I've known a way to get out of here this whole time, and it's like, yes, they have the fucking baby hostage. I know, whatever. They're the movie's own Baby Yoda.
Baby Joey?
And what was the baby's name?
Baby Joey.
Good for Joey.
I had heard about this
Uh,
Baby Joey character for some time, and after the movie, I just have more questions.
oh, I don't care.
No, not even. No, this isn't like a DC nerd thing. I heard the name and I was like, oh, what's that? And now I'm just like, all right. But I don't. I got to be honest. It might be.
Superman saves a baby. It's cute.
Yeah.
Like whatever. Was it the White Martian?
I don't know. It
Like
looks
driving
like it looks like the human
driving.
being from Community.
Oh yeah. Who was the guy holding the baby hostage? I recognize that guy.
Oh, I didn't. I had no
That
recollection.
face looked familiar, but I can't off the top. I couldn't find answers anywhere.
No.
But uh, uh, yeah, like I feel like Superman should have been in positions where he's like he jumps into situations without thinking. That's Superman, right? Like he's like,
Hmm.
if you go like, I got a gun at this guy's head, come on, Superman. Superman's gonna jump into it. He's not gonna think 12 steps ahead. But once you got him down, you better fucking kill him because he can think his way out of it, right?
Hmm.
And whatever, there's a younger Superman. This isn't what James Gunn wanted to do. It's very narratively interesting when Superman doesn't solve any of his own problems. But it just feels like Superman should have been a little smarter at times. Um, Man, like a good version of him not being smart is the busting into Lex Luthor's office, right?
Hmm.
Like looking for crypto. Like that makes sense that he would freak out over something like that and not think that he's someone who doesn't think about the implications of social media, right?
Yeah.
Like he's got a very like it almost it almost upsets him more because he doesn't understand it, right?
Hmm.
That stuff's fun. Um, you know what I didn't like in that scene though, when Lex Luthor's like, "Oh, we finally meet Superman." I'm like,
Oh, you
"What?
think they should have had a pre-established relationship?
Are you are you telling me Lex Luthor didn't get up to Lex Luthor type shit in those past 3 years?"
I guess we could. This is not a pro or negative,
There's,
but I guess we're just meant to assume like this is it's been building up in the background. Like, yeah,
yeah,
I
but
guess
they
he didn't really have Lex Luthor shenanigans going on.
Lex Luthor. There's no way Lex Luthor didn't like do that. Remember that scene when the first in Superman 79 where Lex Luthor sets off that thing that only Superman can hear and gets him to
Hmm.
come to. There's no way Lex Luthor didn't do that, and is like, Superman, I need, like, there's a bomb, you gotta come here. And then Superman got there, and Lex Luthor's like, hey, sit down, I just want to chat. Right? There's no way Lex Luthor didn't do a power move like that.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess I don't know if that's
who
I
is
don't
Lex
I think that's a
Luthor
personal hang up.
in this? Who is Lex Luthor in this universe?
That's okay. I'm gonna say this. Nicholas
I like
Holt is
I like
fucking
Nicholas Holt's
incredible.
performance. I
I
I do like his Lex Luthor. I'm not gonna
I
knock him.
yeah, like is this the best live action Lex Luthor? I mean, I don't want to discredit Michael Rosenbaum, who played the character for like 1,000 years, and he was great. Um, he's really great in this. He's
Well,
really,
well,
really great
well.
in this.
No heavy hitters have ever played Lex Luthor. No heavy hitters like Gene Hackman.
No, I know that's the thing, but it's like, just as a nerd, I love Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor in that movie.
But you kind of can't beat Hackman. I'm sorry.
No, as an
Like,
actor, no one will ever beat Gene Hackman. I'm
no, but
just
like his
saying, like,
his Luthor is great, even though he didn't want to be bald. Like,
yeah,
it's like, like his. I love his ego in it. Like he's more fun as an ego guy, right?
yeah.
It's just like what he's like. Like, what are the numbers 300 have in common? It's like, it's your weight and my IQ. When he's
Mhm.
just fucking dissing Otis. There was no Otis in this film. Uh,
Actually, we'll get back to Lex Luthor in a second. There is an Otis in this film.
well, yeah, but there's also a Miss Tessbacher or whatever. Like, that's
Eve
her name.
Tessmacher, yeah.
Yeah, like he did the names, but Otis is supposed to be like, ooh, like he's supposed to be Ned Beatty.
Well,
Like, I'm
can I
sorry.
can I
Uh,
say my giant fear going into this movie?
mhm.
Like a year
Go
and a
ahead.
half ago when they wrapped, right? They did like a cast photo or something like that, and it was all the main liners minus the Justice Gang, I think, or maybe some of the Justice Gang was in there. I don't fucking know. I will say this: there's too many people in this movie. But then like they announced like the full cast. It was like so and so is Eve Tessmacher, who I really liked in this movie, and then some guy as Otis, and I'd never seen him before, and I was like looking at the cast list, and I was like, oh, okay, it's a taller African American man playing Otis, and I was like, oh boy, be
Oh, that would have
very
been
very
something. Uh,
careful.
would you get to play? Who would be a good modern Otis? Like not like that, like just in that vibe.
Yeah, because I was just saying, like, if it was like a black guy with the same vibe, I'm like, yeah, you cannot do that. That is that. No,
Yeah, that's
don't
like
ever do that.
that's the Coen Brothers Lady Killers, where it's like, oh,
Yeah,
you cannot put this dialogue in people of color. Like
yeah.
you can't have people talking like that.
So there was a moment where I was just fucking petrified. I was like, please don't do this. But here he's like the security guy in charge of like
Yeah,
orchestrating this stuff. You know, he's like, yeah, that's
who's
right, Mr.
actually
Luthor.
he does actually have some funny moments of just like how straight faced he is,
Mm-hmm.
right? Of just like there are moments like that. I do like the band of Lex Luthor sycophants who like aren't like worshiping him, but they just listen, you know. Although
Mm-hmm.
who's the girl, the engineer? Um, is she an original character? Or is she based on someone?
No, she's in the Authority.
Ah, the
I know that
Authority.
that doesn't help you anymore with the movie. That's just the truth.
Mm. Yeah, they're gonna. He's gonna. That's gonna be the next one, isn't it?
No, no. I think he just talked about quietly killing a DC movie recently because they couldn't get the script going in a good place. The Authority was like the second movie they had initially announced, and we haven't heard anything about it. I think that movie's dead.
I mean, I would imagine it'd be harder to do the Authority post The Boys, right?
Yeah, I mean, I remember a rumor that this movie was gonna be about Superman fighting the Authority, like the different
Well,
perspectives on superheroism.
that's there's What's So Funny About Truth, Justice, and the American Way, the comic,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
which he fights, a group that is just supposed to be the Authority,
Yeah.
but isn't. Um, I
That's
don't know. I
Manchester
feel
Black
like
in them, right?
what was that?
That's like Manchester Black and stuff like that, right?
I think so. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's who it was. And
Yeah.
now and then, like a couple years ago, they merged the universes, so now the Authority is just in the DC universe.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh,
but
by the way, the actor that plays Otis in this is Terrence Rosemore, and again, very limited screen time. But I will say this: everyone made a good impression on me. I didn't. I'm not like. I think James Gunn and his team are very good at casting people. I've never felt a misstep in that regard. Maybe you feel differently.
I didn't like when she was like, "I sacrificed my life for you," or whatever.
that
Like she
that
was like,
was.
one of the
That's the one.
clunkiest the lines ever in any movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, that was the
Uh,
one where I was like, oh shit. And then I gotta
there's
be
a
honest, I didn't really have that after that.
there's a couple moments like that, especially with like the Justice Gang stuff. Goddamn, someone should have shot Nathan Fillion for the stupid do it, whatever, Justice Gang, whatever. The name's dumb. We all know, like it's like, I can't believe they haven't settled on Justice League yet or whatever.
Mm.
That was so. They brought it back at the end, like we'd be, yeah, he finally, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I got a kick out of it. Um,
All right. You want to know what my favorite part of the movie was?
yeah, I actually do.
Um, the fucking guy from the Pusher movies, as the horrible, shitty, not Vladimir Putin.
Okay.
Um, that guy was absurd and just pure evil, no redeeming qualities whatsoever. Uh, and I loved him. I'm sad he's dead. I want him to come back. You're asking me like, what do you want to have next? I'm like, where's his spinoff?
No.
Just the
Well, look.
worst guy ever.
No, he's awful, and that's what kind of makes him fun to watch in fictional terms. Well, yeah, it's very clearly it was written about Russia Ukraine.
Mm.
Everyone is now latching onto it as Israel Palestine, and I want to say my belief that this was not written as a Israel Palestine conflict. Um,
Mm. I
this
did
is
have a
also
lot of
it is also
questions.
now absolutely about the attempted genocide of Palestinians. It is that now,
Yeah,
regardless.
yeah, yeah. This is a fun conversation to be having.
I'm sorry. I just want to say that because there's been some like people trying to downplay that, like, oh, it obviously wasn't that, and I just think, well, like sometimes things just become that because
Yeah,
of the world
yeah,
we live in.
whatever.
That's all I wanted to
Yeah,
say.
Yeah, well, here's something I have a question because they started filming principal photography anyway in February 2024, right? So
Hmm.
it's post October 7th, right? Like clearly it was written to be about Russia, but obviously it looks very different now. And so like they didn't whatever for whatever reason they didn't pull back from those comparisons, right?
Hmm.
Like they and it is wild to be like, the guy is like pure evil and is like meant to be basically like a comical version of it. Uh and is like, yes, shoot the civilians. And it's like that's literally what's happening now.
Mm.
But yeah, like they didn't pull back on, but there is one moment that made me question if there's been some editing around it, at least to soften the comparison. Because there's the scene with the kid, right, holding the flag, asking for Superman to come save everyone, right?
Hmm.
Uh, and Green Lantern shows up and puts a box around the kid, right?
Hmm.
The idea being to block the bullets, but no bullets actually get fired, right?
I thought that was weird too.
I feel like there must have been an edit where like they were gonna shoot the kid and then they didn't, and then someone was like, "We can't like." This is already too close to that. Like
Hmm.
we can't
Yeah,
actually
like Green
depict a
Lantern
war
still would have
crime.
stopped the bullet,
Mm.
but you would have seen it be like in the green square or something like that, right?
Mm. Yeah, there's no point for him to do the box if no guns were fired,
Uh
right?
huh.
Like,
Yeah. And ultimately, this kind of makes me bring up one thing I want to talk about is that James Gunn's in charge of the creative side of these DC movies now. He
mm,
gets the final say in all of that. He is ultimately always going to have to respond to David Zaslav and those shareholders. So if they're
mm,
uncomfortable with something, they will let him know, and he's going to have to say yes.
yeah,
Because allegedly there was also much more Lois Lane in the movie, and I want to talk to you about her more in a second. Because I really love Rachel Brosnahan as an actor.
yeah. Because I'm actually working. I'm looking at the wiki and it says uh, the 1940 film His Girl Friday was a major reference point for depicting their relationship as equal matches for each other with a longing romance, with witty comedy inspired by the works of Preston Sturges. Well, James, you didn't get even close to that, but whatever. Uh,
Well,
so
yeah. So there's supposed to be more stuff with them in the movie. Do you remember back when the 2017 version of Justice League was coming out? There was that mandate to keep it around or under 2 hours. It had to be that, otherwise, like,
uh,
because they needed to get it into as many screenings as possible to make their money back. This movie's
sure.
not much longer than that Justice League movie. And James Gunn,
Hmm.
to his credit, I don't think, even though sometimes we want some comedy to wrap up a little sooner, I don't think he's really had an issue with pacing overall in his stuff. That being said, again, like I mentioned the title card stuff earlier, I do think this movie could have used more breathing room, even had those been added back in. And I don't know, dude. As the guy that really likes this movie on this podcast, whatever. This movie's not going to need my defense in the real world. Um, I just, I've got a feeling, as optimistic as we want to be about like a creative being in charge, like it's still Warner Brothers, and he's still gonna have to answer to people, and I don't know. That's gonna stop me from like really going to bat for this movie in the long run. Despite having enjoyed it, and I just feel
You
some of the
sound like
conflict of that.
all these right wing podcasts that have been trying to deal with the fucking Epstein files not existing, quote unquote, this past week.
That is a horrible comparison to make.
That's what you sound like. You're like flailing, dude.
Okay, because they flailing, not something
You're fucking. You're
horrific.
like Nixon.
Oh, but I'm not a crook. I don't know.
Like, well, like, look, James Gunn. At the end of the day, he's got to answer. We don't know what goes on behind the scenes at these studios. And, it's in terms of the greater DC. Like, why are we doing this?
Okay, well let's not
I
let's
just
not talk about
I
that
I
then.
mostly just found the editing around that sequence interesting because it did become something where it's like Once I found out that they had like started shooting after October 7th was when I was like, oh, that is interesting that they didn't pull back, right? But
Mm-hmm.
then like I was thinking very closely about how it was edited and how the choices that were made in it. Also, the country that was being invaded looked like someone's backyard. Um, James Gunn does not know how to make a city look lived in any capacity. Um, Metropolis looked very boring. Um, Production design was on point. Good production design. Good
Yeah,
costumes.
I really
Um,
liked the
they
look of
should
the
have gotten a
Daily
guy who
Planet
knew how to.
interiors.
They should have gotten a guy who knew how to shoot it in a way that would
Uh,
have been fun and engaging. And what the hell did he take from All Star Superman for this movie?
that's a good question.
Answer me.
I don't know. I don't have an answer for you.
He was talking that fucking liar. He was talking about how he was using All Star Superman because that's the one that people go like, that's the great Superman comic, which it is, but it's also not the Superman comic I would point people to start with.
Mm.
It's a lot closer to Superman Birthright. You ever read Superman Birthright? I think
Yeah.
Mark Waid wrote it.
Uh-huh.
Um, where Lex Luthor fakes an invasion from Kryptonians. I believe
Mm-hmm.
is the plot of that. It's a retelling of the origin of Superman. That is a really fun where he's like traveling the world, right? And like he straight up is like wrestling with like tigers, like they're cats. That's pretty
Yeah.
fun. Uh, it's fun stuff.
Yeah. Maybe
Uh,
he was trying to go for like the tone of All Star Superman, which I also
no, he
don't.
was going
I'm
for
not.
the he was going for marketing.
I mean, yes.
He was
Yes.
trying to be like, I'm one of yous guys. I'm a nerd, which he is. There's no denying that with James Gunn,
Yeah.
frankly. Um, but goddamn, could he have someone not talk like Star Lord? Goddamn. Um, Mr. Terrific was pretty good though.
Mr. Terrific is
Um,
great. I really like Eddie Gathegi as an actor. He's always just been like
all
one of
right,
those
all right.
character actors.
I gotta say, I guess here's a big thing. Things are good in this movie.
Yes.
Nothing's great.
I don't know about that, but
I guess that's the hang up I'm having with a lot of people
okay.
is that there's stuff in it where I'm like, that was good. And people are like, we finally have a Superman again with cinema is redeemed. And I'm just like, you guys gotta go out more.
Well, look, can I make clear that that's not where I'm coming from with this?
There's there's a Justice League cartoon I could point you to. It does basically everything this movie does, but better.
Yeah. Look, if I didn't respond to this movie like I did, and I had to hear that constantly, I would probably be as negative as you two about this.
There's 52 episodes of Justice League, the animated series. That's not including Justice League Unlimited. The episodes are 20 minutes. So go check that shit out.
There's also, I mean, all those fucking DC animated shows. Actually, just go watch
The
them
the
all.
the Christmas one's really good where the Flash promises those kids that he'd get him the rare toy at the
Mm.
kids at the shelter, and then it's all sold out, so he's got to run everywhere for it.
Yeah. And he has to
Uh,
team up with Ultra Humanite, who then
yeah,
decides.
Why was it all right? Why was it Ultra Humanite in this movie? That's not my real complaint, but Ultra Humanite rules.
Ultra
Like
Humanite does
he's
rule.
he's just a fucking guy who made himself into a gorilla with a big brain. Makes zero sense.
It rules. It rules. He will show up in one of these if these continue. So
Yeah,
maybe
but he'll
that'll get you
probably
back.
be like, "Oh, yeah, but my dick is big." Like, he'll probably do that.
Oh, well, I don't
That's
know about that, but here can I mention something
I shit myself because I'm still a gorilla kinda.
can
That's
I
James.
mention something
That's
I
James Gunn.
actually was a little bummed by?
What?
So Mr. Terrific is great. Eddie Gathegi's great. I heard he has an outstanding action sequence, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, I hope it's not just another
That scene
scene with music.
sucked. That
Yeah,
scene sucked so hard. I totally had forgotten that scene had even happened. That scene is so bad and lame.
you
I
know how to
hated
fix
it. I
that
hate
scene though?
everyone. You don't show it.
you have them like when they show up at that beachside base, right? Like you think like, oh, okay, we're gonna get one of those musical James Gunn sequences. Mr. Terrific would be so badass that his T spheres already like start taking people out before you realize it's happening. And by the time they get to the end of the beach, like Lois looks back and it's like, oh, they're already all gone. You know, they're already all knocked out.
Mm.
You don't set it to music and make it cooler that way. You know,
Yeah,
I
that
I
scene
don't know.
sucked. I'm glad you
That
reminded me
was
of it. I
that was
hated
the
that
James
scene.
Gunnism that was a little much for me. Where I was like, no, we don't need that for him. He's
And also, there's a lot of bad action in this, frankly. I didn't like the giant monster fight. I couldn't really tell what the fuck was happening. Um, like I like Superman saving people, kinda. But like I didn't really understand what the Justice Gang was doing. Um, and then it was over. I do like this is where James Gunn does have some strength, although I'm making an assumption. I do like that when they kill the monster, there's like enough time that we see the monster like in pain, right?
mm,
Like there's definitely like enough empathy there that I enjoyed, right?
yeah.
Um, so I did like that.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
how do we feel
this is
about?
a byproduct of it being like overstuffed a little bit, and why I question the runtime trimming and such like that. Because I feel like that action scene, which I clearly enjoyed more than you, is about Superman trying to like just he says it in the scene, like he's trying to get the monster out of the city without hurting it and anyone else. And the conflict should be about the Justice Gang trying to kill it while he's trying to save it and everyone else. And that is in the scene, but it happens really fast. And then it immediately gets into the, oh, surprise, Jor-El and the Kryptonians were actually like a psychotic society. So we don't
Mm,
spend any time with it. Um, which is probably my biggest complaint of the movie, is that it's a little too fast. It's just kind of going through a lot of plot.
yeah, I see that didn't bother me
Okay,
because it doesn't
interesting.
matter.
Well, okay, but that's not the same thing as
But,
not bothering you. It's
but
just like you don't
why?
care.
Well, no, but what are we doing? What are we doing at a Superman movie?
Between the giant monster fight and the Jor-El reveal.
And like, what? Like, what? Why do we watch Superman?
Uh, hope, friendliness.
No,
No, no.
don't be a marketing loser. It's we watch Superman because it's fun to put a cape on your back when you're a kid, put a little blanket on your back as a cape, and pretend you're flying around.
Mm-hmm.
That's the depth of Superman as a character.
Okay.
So you want to make a 2 hour movie where Superman just does cool shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Now, cool shit is not blowing up half of Metropolis. That was the mistake Zack Snyder made, is that he thinks that's what we want to see and we don't, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Superman is not about knocking shit over, it's about keeping stuff up. That's what's fun about Superman, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's fun watching him like catch buildings and shit, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
That's the power fantasy. So like I don't care if it's like episodic and just jumps from beat to beat. It's almost I almost am more frustrated how much they tried to tie everything together so well. Like it does feel like he wanted to do a when you mentioned like the title cards thing about the days of Superman, I'm like that makes so much more sense, and it feels like either he or the studio was like you have to give this more of a narrative spine, and I think that spine hurts the movie more. Whereas if it had been episodic and it just let us kind of put the pieces together independently instead of being told, instead of a bunch of script is king bullshit, it would have worked better. Instead, it turns into a very frustrating experience. Where again, it does feel like we're jumping from beat to beat, but in the name of serving a plot that I don't care about ultimately,
Mm.
because it's not about that.
Well, tell me how you really feel. All right. We also brought up Jimmy Olsen earlier. You mentioned that wasn't as much
Mm.
of a hang up for you.
Yeah, I don't know. What, women can't be funny?
No. No.
Also, I gotta say,
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
is this? Well, this was something I actually didn't get. Uh, are they implying that she took those selfies on purpose?
Yes.
Okay, like it's funny that you think
Yeah.
she's an idiot, but she actually did it all for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I like that,
that's
and I like
funny.
her. Yeah.
Mm. And Jimmy Olsen's a virgin, so like of course he'd be terrified of her.
Well, is that the joke, or is the
Well,
joke
that's
that
yeah.
he's like a lady
But
killer?
that's the joke with Jimmy Olsen is that he's always got women after him, right? And it makes zero sense because he's fucking Jimmy Olsen.
Mm-hmm.
Although there must be something. People like Twinkie guys like that. Everyone's trying to like buff themselves up, right, and turn into like these muscular psychopaths, right? And you know, people 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 like Jimmy Olsen. And Jimmy Olsen's always on weird adventures where he's being like chased by like monster women or like is cross dressing and shit. Like Jimmy Olsen's comics from the 50s are fucking insane if you've ever read them. Like
Mm.
they are quietly subversive material, which is why I kind of got a little excited when he was like street walking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he's going by sex workers, and I'm like, oh, is because also the hint that something's going on is like they was saved as like mutant toes in his phone or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, is James Gunn about to like go freak with fucking Jimmy Olsen? And I'm like, that would kind of rule. And then it just turned out to be Eve Teschmacher. And I'm like, all right. Like, that was my bigger hang up is that I just thought the reveal was kind of lame.
um, it
Thought he
just
was
it
about to
feels
run
like
into
the
like
movie's a
Big
little
Barda or
mean towards
something.
her, at least for that sequence.
But she saved the day.
No, she does. She does. Yeah.
She saved the day. And then like the end is Jimmy Olsen being like, oh, I think she does. I think I do like her. Or at least it
Mm-hmm.
feels like that's what they're implying. And then the scene ends a little too quickly.
Yeah. See what I mean? See what I mean? I mean, I know
Yeah.
you got bigger problems than the stuff ending too quickly. I think you wanted some
I
stuff
don't
to end
mind.
faster.
I don't mind stupid shit like that, but I wish she had kind of been more in it, I guess. Like, you kind of like, to justify a character being that way, you have to do a little more with her, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And instead, she's like just taking selfies a lot. But then it turns out that was for a reason. Um, and I do like that that's the thing Lex Luthor would just not have thought has been the problem. All right, you didn't answer my question. Who is Lex Luthor?
Oh yeah. I don't think the movie
Like,
really
in
has a
this
perspective
universe?
on that universe. Yeah, in this universe, like he's a guy with a lot of money who hates
Yeah,
Superman,
but is
and
he, but is he, I guess you're saying, is he Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, right? And what I don't
mm,
mean like in terms of a one-to-one. I just mean like Jeff Bezos is someone that like people know about, right? But no one really knows Jeff Bezos, you know?
mm,
Like no one's reading interviews with him. No one really cares. He's kind of boring. Like, and then Elon Musk is like the most pathetic man ever and won't stop talking. He's a celebrity. Elon Musk is a celebrity, right? I
yeah,
would say Elon Musk is a celebrity. Jeff Bezos isn't.
yeah. Then
What is
I would say
Lex Luthor?
he's more Bezos then, much more Bezos, because we don't see like Lex
But
Luthor roll up to like red carpets and this or shit, you know.
yeah, but he's also on like talk. He's also on like right wing talk shows, right?
Mm,
And he's got a girlfriend who's like a social media influencer, you know. And he's got enough people out there shit talking him on blogs that he puts him in his gulag, right?
yeah.
That so it's like is he the deep state or is he guy who nerds like, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
we're
feel like
way
they
too
need to
fucking
find.
online. I'm not. Your questioning isn't incorrect. You're right to do this, but this the words coming together. I'm like, wow, this is
Yeah,
our
I'm
brains are
saying
so
it's that
poisoned.
if it's a movie where he's weaponizing monkeys on Twitter against him, like I have to be going like, okay, is he Musk? And if so, why doesn't the world treat him like Musk? You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like that. There was a little like lacking of anchoring with Lex Luthor, even though I really do like Nicholas Holt's performance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I do like how nonsense his scheme was.
Yeah, I did
Like,
too. But I think we don't get enough perspective from the world on Lex Luthor, and that does kind of
I got
hurt this adaptation a little bit.
I got to give some credit to who's that guy? Uh, fucking it's Michael Ian Black, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, who he like kind of just felt perfect as a like Ben Shapiro type. Like
yeah.
that that made me laugh. He was at he like I don't know, he had a really good really good presence in that regard.
Yeah, look, and
Uh,
I'm obviously not immune to
Also, he
the nerd
fucked
hype
Bradley
stuff.
Cooper.
What?
You've never seen Wet Hot American Summer?
Oh, okay. I was like, who what? No.
So like they're both in the. This is their rematch. They're both in the movie.
Yep. That's exactly what that is. I got really excited because for a second I was like, oh, is it going to be G. Gordon Godfrey? And it's not, and that's fine. That's just nerd brain
Oh my God,
operating.
he would be amazing as a Glorious Godfrey.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would have been incredible. Like again, I'm not like disappointed he's not, but that would have been cool.
Yeah.
God, what?
No,
That's
no,
what.
no.
This
It's
is
not
where
the
I get
movie's
like.
fault.
No, no, I know. I just get nervous as like a fan because like the New Gods is the one where I'm like, don't fuck that up.
hmm
Like, and I feel like he's gonna Guardians of the Galaxy, the New Gods.
I want to say I don't know how you could, but I
Yeah,
have
but how
been
do you?
wrong before.
The Guardians in the comics were not the Guardians of the film,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. I
So
mean,
like
to
he
the
would just
point where
do
like
that.
now a lot of like comic purists are like turning on those movies because Star Lord is so different now. And
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind differences in that regard, but it's. I don't mind like if he wants to radically change a character. I don't mind. I'm just sad that when he radically changes a character, it seems to be like one of three types. You know,
mhm,
like that's where I'm getting a little frustrated.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. I think you were less of a fan of her than I was. But do you think he like guardiansed up Lois Lane?
um, what does Lois Lane say in this movie?
Like at what
What does
point?
she do? What does she
Oh,
do?
well, she ends up investigating Lex Luthor, and she's trying to figure out where she stands with Clark Kent Superman relationship wise. That
Yeah.
maybe she's not ready for a relationship. I don't know. It was a pretty simple story, but I liked it quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember like how she talked in the movie because this seems to be the thing I have the biggest hang up with.
Okay.
Um,
No, I didn't find her very traditionally gunny. I thought he did really good with Superman and Lois Lane.
Sure. There's a
I thought they
dumb
were.
punk. I hate the punk rock discussion moment.
Oh, okay. You don't think Lois
I
Lane could
felt
have been punk rock, like just as a
no.
character?
I just thought it was a lame scene.
Mm,
I do like Superman thinking he's punk. That is funny,
yeah.
but should have gone to a concert. That would have been fun.
There's only
I
so
like
much time in
Peacemaker
the
popping
week.
up. That made me smile seeing Peacemaker.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. Apparently that's getting like a huge response at like everyone showing. So people like Peacemaker.
yeah. Well, I just think people like John Cena too. Like I think it's really if people like Peacemaker, people like John Cena,
Yeah.
right? Also, Peacemaker just is the funniest looking guy in the DC universe so far, right?
hmm
Like he just doesn't look like he's just like the most absurd looking. It's the guy who desperately wants to be a superhero and he's insane.
Yeah.
So, um, but
And you never finished the Peacemaker show, right?
no, I did not.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
I'll keep trying. I'll keep trying.
Maybe you
If I don't
shouldn't.
know.
I
I
genuinely mean that.
well, it was working more than the Superman movie did. Um, but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
I'll be
really I
honest.
thought. I just thought
It's at the end
I
of
really
all
just thought
this.
this movie was lame. All right, can I talk about the thing that was like, all right, this actually might save the movie for me,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then
Go
it
for it.
fumbled it really hard. So, Superman's fighting Ultraman. Um, mask comes off. Oh no, it's clone Superman, right?
hmm
It's Nuclear Man. Um, and Superman does not try any diplomacy with his clone. I feel like he maybe should have tried talking to the man.
Yeah.
But
I got that down on my notes as something I wish um, was handled
but
better.
but hey, the movie has to end. Um, fuck this movie. Uh,
Hey, hey, hey.
and then like he's like Lex was like, I've been studying you. I got every one of your moves, and he's like, he just keeps like ordering the commands like some fucking loser, and it's good. And I think it was like A2, like just
No,
punching him.
no,
And
that's actually really funny. It's 1A, 1A.
1A.
It's literally
Okay.
the very first command he thought of was to punch Superman in the face.
No, it is funny. It's genuinely very funny. And then Superman's like, oh, I don't remember what Superman says. Superman says something like, yeah, but you didn't think of one thing, Lex Luthor. He doesn't say that. And then he whistles, and Crypto comes flying in. And I'm like, oh shit, like this whole movie, Crypto's been like unruly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Crypto's been like, oh, he's like Superman, even Superman keep him under control. And I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Ultraman won't be able to fight Crypto because Crypto's unpredictable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lex Luthor won't know what to do. And then Crypto doesn't fight Ultraman, just eats the cameras. I'm like, I thought that what you did. It was like you teed that up perfectly. What'd you do? Why'd you do that, James Gunn?
So I think I realize what's happening here. You not liking the movie, totally fine. But there's little things that snowballed for you into making you feel like, oh, fuck this. Because that also just
Snowballed
happened to
to
me.
snowballed to the size of Mount Everest.
Yeah, no, and it's specifically the setup and payoff stuff that you're unhappy with. And I'm pretty sure I told you this, but like watching the new Jurassic World, which is like, whatever, people like it, it's fine. But it was like, it's not even the worst one by any measure of imagination. And I get why people like it. I gotta be honest, I do. I wish I did. But by the time I got to the end and they couldn't just pay off this one thing that was set up so, like, the one thing that's set up
Mhm.
pretty well in the movie, and they didn't do it, I was like, what? Fuck all
Yeah.
of this. I was, like, angry.
And I guess it's just doubly frustrating here because this movie is almost like a slave to its setup and payoff, right? Like it's almost
Mm-hmm.
too locked in to its bullshit. And I'm like, this is the one that kind of would have been fun and would have like been like, okay, this is why Crypto's here. And it's kind of like, oh, they did like kind of a half measure version of that. And I was like, well, all right, I guess that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Um, Now, I guess that was my thing. I guess I kept having moments in the movie where I kept getting excited, and then the lamest version of the thing would happen. I'd be like, oh, I guess that's what we're doing. And I think that just happened enough times that I was just like, all right, well, I mean, there's worse movies, which is not how I wanted to come out of a Superman movie.
No, and I get that. Yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you. I really am. I
Go
wish this
fuck
was the one that
yourself.
gets you
I
excited.
don't need your fucking pity.
Well, yeah,
You
well, I
fucking
genuinely wish that for you.
jackass
Fuck you.
motherfucker. You
Yeah, well, fuck
fucker.
yourself.
Fucking judging me. Coming at me, you fuck.
All right, so you hate Nathan Fillion, but did you like his Guy Gardner?
You know, I actually, yeah, like, I didn't really hate, I just hated the Justice Gang joke, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Like, he's fine. It was
Yeah.
fine. Everything was fine. It's all fine.
I thought he was an awesome Guy Gardner. Just a shitty douchebag who just is like
Yeah.
willpower
You
shit.
know
Well,
what? I
Liam.
wish I was reading comics right now.
Oh yeah.
I wish I never went to the movies ever again, and I just read comic
Oh
books
my god.
because I will never enjoy the cinema ever again.
What's come out so far this year?
Nothing good.
That's not true. We just saw
Tw-
Sinners.
28 weeks later, and Sinners were good in terms of like major releases, and like
Mm.
Mickey 17, if you want to give that to Mickey 17.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it was supposed to be a major release.
yeah, and then whatever, they fumbled it.
Yeah. Uh,
Let's
the Phoenician
go to
Scheme. Oh, you're not a
bad.
Wes Anderson guy
Uh,
though, really, huh?
Thunderbolts bad. Minecraft bad. Uh, Final Destination Bloodlines, I liked it.
Yeah, me too.
Brave New World bad. F1 bad. Mission Impossible the final whatever bad. How to Train Your Dragon live action bad. Lilo and Stitch live action bad. Jurassic World Returnal bad. That Soderbergh movie people pretend to like bad. Snow White bad. Um, what else we got? Everyone's saying K-pop Demon Hunters is good.
Yeah, I don't have Netflix anymore though, so I gotta watch it another way, or at a friend's house.
But yeah, this is maybe one of the worst years for movies ever. So I would have my bar is incredibly low. I feel like if the year had been better, I'd probably be even harsher on Superman. If there was a better, because next we got Fantastic Four next, and that doesn't look very good at all.
Do we
Um,
have to watch that, or can we just talk about the other ones?
it's one of those. There are movies like that where I go like, if someone invites me, I will go see it, right?
Yeah,
As
'cause
opposed
I'm
to,
fine just talking about the other ones. I'll be 100% honest.
yeah, yeah, we'll see how it shakes out, right?
Um,
Um,
yeah, I mean, pre-release of this year, when people were like stacking up, like, okay, superhero movies are on the downswing. Is anything this year going to bring them back? I've not thought Superman would bring them back. I don't think they should really come back to their superiority. But I always thought Superman would be the best one, and as of right now, I've definitely enjoyed it the most. The only other one I saw this year was Thunderbolts, which I thought was yep, all right. It's pretty good. It's
I don't know which one I liked more.
oh yeah, okay,
Yeah. Um,
interesting. I thought you were gonna say Thunderbolts.
yeah, I honestly I am. I gave them both 2.5 stars.
Okay,
So it could Fantastic Four could be the dark horse.
I mean,
It could be the one that comes in and is like, oh, that's actually a good one.
I gotta be like, if it is, I'll be fucking stunned. I don't think that looks good. I don't
It
understand
doesn't.
how
It
people are
doesn't
excited
look good
about
at
that.
all. Uh,
No, it looks fucking weak.
I like seeing Galactus's big boot though.
Yeah, I mean, Galactus is just fucking cool. Like,
Yeah,
it's
Jack
cool.
Kirby drew a lot of cool shit. Just do that. Like,
Yeah. You know what's really fucking me up too is Pedro Pascal. God bless him. I think he should be in more things. I want more of him. People are saying want less. You're fucking cowards and you don't know anything. His accent in that movie is very strange. Almost like he tried to make a transatlantic accent work because of the retro period piece aesthetic, and then they told him, "Oh, that's a decision. Don't do that."
I've only seen the trailer and I haven't really paid attention that much to that. So,
Okay. Well, I just see it in the trailers that are in the showings before movies I go to, and I'm like, that's like a weird voice. What is that? I only bring that up because he ended up saying that exact thing happened like a week ago,
oh, okay.
and I was like,
Well,
wow,
th that makes sense for Marvel.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, the rest of the
why
movie
is
looks
it Girl
boring too.
Silver? Why is it Girl Silver Surfer?
Oh, you're one of those.
No, I'm just
No, I know,
confused.
I know.
I am, and also like I gotta like I'm not, but my dad's actually like a huge Silver Surfer fan, and he's really confused,
Hmm.
and he's like 60, so like it's hard to explain these things to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why
I
it's Shala Ball.
Yeah, I'm very confused.
Yeah, I guess they just think like, well, they already did the Man Silver Surfer, so we'll do this one now.
I'm guessing it's whatever this multiverse shit is.
I mean, sure, whatever. See how I just turned into you the moment we start talking about Marvel today. Just
Mm.
that's
Yeah,
where I'm at.
I guess it's this thing where like James Gunn successfully made a DC Marvel movie.
Oh, I've heard that before
That's what
from people that liked it
I'm
less than me
sorry.
too. No.
It's what it feels like. It feels like one of the good ones. I'll give it that. Like
Hmm.
it feels like a better one. But my cat's yelling at me.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want them to stop these too, buddy.
Yeah, but I didn't like Superman either. I know you were really excited about it.
But to your point about the Silver Surfer stuff, I really, really think they're gonna run into a problem where just Marvel doing it now. It's like, oh, it's not just another Fantastic Four movie. It's just Marvel doing it. That's not enough for people anymore. The 5 movie a year people, I've heard them say like they're doing another Fantastic Four, but those movies were so bad, and that's like not what you want to hear from a normal person who works a 9 to 5.
Yeah, that like now the Marvel seal of approval means nothing. That
Yeah.
like it's not the official MCU version of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's now the yeah, now it's like actually almost a black mark.
Mm.
So,
And like,
uh,
look, dude, it's the fucking. It looks like the same premise as Rise of the Silver Surfer. Like,
Rise of the Cobra Surfer.
Sure,
Um,
whatever. I don't know. All those movies were Rise of back then. um,
yeah,
but it looks like the same premise, and that's gonna be a problem for people because people remember that movie and they don't like it. you know.
is it weird that like they seem to give the Fantastic Four like their own like triumphant theme in a way they have never done with another Marvel character?
They're really trying to sell like this. We're back. We're gonna. This is gonna
Yeah,
be the one to save us in a way.
this is the really important one. You've all been waiting for this, right?
Yeah. And now it's like, hey, do kids even like these anymore?
Yeah.
Um,
That's also like the last superhero film of the summer. Like,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And look, if people don't respond to it as strongly as it looks like they're responding to Superman, that's gonna be a problem.
meet the new boss, same as the old boss.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, I'm not talking about like,
That's my shitty needle drop.
yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't like the Mr. Terrific needle drop. He didn't need it.
We talked
Character
about
were fine
that.
without it.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
look, man, I think James Gunn sticks like the landing on the last scene every time. I don't know. I always leave
it's
his
about
movies with a little extra
family.
pep in my step.
It's about family.
I mean, it is a little
It's
bit.
about your found family.
Yeah.
He's been trying to remake Guardians 2 over and over again. And Guardians 2 is a great movie, but I already have it. It's called Guardians 2.
Yeah. Look, it worked. That
I could have used a different ending. Could have used something a little different. I liked when Superman does his whole speech, even though it's him telling the audience what's going on, where he's like, "Look, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. Like I'm
look.
like I get scared. Like whatever." I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a better ending. That's a better ending. And it's like, hey, remember how Mom and Pa Kent were in this for about 30 seconds? There's the ending.
I think that could have been it a little bit more.
Pa Kent doesn't know how to use a cell phone. These are jokes we're still doing in 2025.
I
It's not like the
liked
problem is
them.
that you're. It's not like the problem is your parents are too fucking online now.
Oh, you think the Ken should have been that? It'd be like, Clark, we're seeing something about super shit. Are you taking poops?
I'm saying that that joke shouldn't have been in the movie.
All
They
right,
should
all
have had like
right.
a rotary phone.
Oh, that'd be cute. All right, but minus the
Maybe
jokes, did you like them as the Kents for their limited amount of
fine.
screen time?
Everyone did their job. Did it go above and beyond what they needed to do? Absolutely not. Everyone was very happy playing in the kiddie sandbox for 2 hours. Everyone was very content. So they didn't want to upset the people who own the toys. So
I just really like that they look like normal people, like normal.
yeah, no,
Well,
it's
well,
nice. Yeah, there's nice to. I do. I will say it's nice to finally have the Kents where like Pa Kent isn't just dead, right? Because
mm-hmm,
like every other version has done that, which isn't the case usually.
mm-hmm.
Like, how that's the one thing All Star Superman does do.
Yeah, no, it was. I think it was the right call not to just kill Pa Kent again.
Yeah, just sharing that scene from Man of Steel where Kevin Costner's like, maybe you shouldn't have saved those kids, and being like, this is why Zack Snyder's terrible.
Mm.
And I'm like, that's kind of one of the better scenes in that movie, isn't it? Not that it's
Yeah,
shot very well, it isn't. But like it's like it like everyone thinks Pa Kent is saying, yeah, you should have let those kids die. And it's like no, Pa Kent's being like, I don't know what to do.
yeah, yeah. Media literacy is weird right now.
The
Um,
bad the bad thing after that is when he's like takes him to he's like, you're an alien, you've come to save us. And it's like, I thought you were confused. Like it happens like 2 minutes later.
yeah.
Him dying in the tornado is really bad. Like that's the bad stuff.
Mm.
But that line is fine. Uh, it's poorly made film.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I've heard some reactions mention how they think Man of Steel is a better shot film than James Gunn's Superman. I don't think I agree with that, but I do think it's Zack Snyder knows how to compose images in really
Yeah,
striking
his
ways.
vision is just pure ugliness.
It can be sometimes. I've not finished
It
those
can be
Rebel
like I'm
Moon
not
movies.
that I want to say that is not me saying ugliness in terms of like moral character. I just think his movies look ugly.
Yeah.
Um, but
Um, and I think part of the problem with this movie that you and others are having is I mean, you already brought it up, like Gunn can't really shoot crowded cities in ways that don't look like sets, even if they
yeah,
are actually cities, because they did film in Cleveland for it.
well, Cleveland's not a real city.
Oh, it's not.
No,
You guys made that up over there.
Cleveland's one of those cities you got to get the fuck out of.
Yeah, this is basically a documentary about what happens in Cleveland.
Yeah,
Anyways, all that
city,
to say,
the,
I think I do
the
agree
city
that
of tomorrow.
the city of tomorrow. You guys also have kaiju's over there, right? I mean, you don't because you're not
Yeah.
in Cleveland, but you see them from afar.
Diego,
Okay, okay.
I'm in no mood.
All right, all right, all right. I like the action a lot more than you. I think whenever Gunn can get like the camera moving around during the dialogue scenes, like in the middle of a group of people, it comes alive. When it's not in the middle of a group of people, it's very odd shot reverse shot compositions, and I don't understand the reasoning behind it. This is his regular cinematographer Henry Brom, who also shot The Flash and good movies before that. And I think a good movie right before that, actually. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Strange dude. I can't really get a handle on him. I'm starting to think he's just not very good outside of Guardians 2 and 3 now. And the Suicide Squad, which I still like more than you.
And he's not good here either.
Some stuff, you know what? I gotta be honest, seeing it on like a big screen, it worked a lot better for me than it did on the little trailers.
I saw it on big screen.
I'm not saying it worked for you. I'm just saying for me, I was like, oh, okay. I could see why you would make these decisions.
What were you drinking before the movie, huh?
Nothing. I don't like watching movies drunk.
Sure,
It's true.
sure.
I'm not 16 anymore.
There's a gas leak at the fucking whatever fucking theater you're going to.
Actually, I did go to no, there was a gas leak. But
At Man's Chinese Theater, there's a gas leak.
no, I actually went to a theater in Orange County to see it with some friends down there.
Oh no, that's why. Orange County's just like pure poison.
Yeah. I mean, that's a whole other conversation. But yeah, I saw it on something called XL screen, which is just like, oh, it's a regular theater projection, it's just larger screen and larger speakers and shit. Like it's not Dolby, it's not IMAX, just everything larger. And I just never heard of that, so I was kind of like, fuck, I hope this isn't like that 4DX thing or one of those weird like Screen X things. Have you heard of that?
No, it's Screen X.
Screen X is there's when you're in the theater, there are also screens on the side walls to the right and left of you. And so you have the regular screen at the front of the theater, and on the sides they have like similar looking colors, lights, and shapes going on to try to trick you into thinking like you're surrounded by the movie. I think that's one of the dumbest inventions in human history. I don't get it. I never want to sit in a theater like that. Everyone I know who has seen a movie like that is like, that was pointless and it was distracting. So,
Three strip Cinerama's back, baby.
you know what? I would watch Abel Gantz's Napoleon in a theater like that. That's the one exception.
It's weird where
Because,
like they keep like inventing like these stupid gimmicks for theaters and like no filmmakers like trying to take advantage of them in any way, right? Like
yeah.
at most they're an afterthought.
Yeah, it's like IMAX. That's the one everyone latched onto. Audience is clearly latched onto it. Like, all right, just if it works, it works. You know, you don't need to reinvent the presentation wheel all the time.
These people like a movie that looks big.
Yeah.
That's all it comes down to.
Yeah, and I'll say I think this movie does look big at times. The biggest problem with wide angle lenses, and as someone who does even like to use them in photography, it can be really fucking hard to compose stuff in like nice looking ways because there's just so much
Mm,
fucking space. So when you have like a giant room with like 20-foot tall ceilings like the Daily Planet, which again I think that set looks good, but it looks too empty sometimes.
yeah, yeah. So clearly James Gunn failed. Um,
I'm not saying he failed,
but
but it's just like, hey man, throw a
failed
50 on there once in a
failed
while.
entirely. Failed. Um,
Okay.
because the fucking every place in that city looked empty. Goddamn.
All right. Well, look, I could tell you're at your wits' end here, but I just, a couple more things, and then we can wrap
I'm
up.
so angry about the hot dog guy.
I mean, I'm sad he's gone.
They should. What? That was so lame. What are they doing?
I mean, I agree. He probably could have gotten a hot dog from him early on, but
They're the only one of Superman's friends that die.
yeah,
So the one person of color they drag out to shoot in the face.
yeah, it's not. I mean, the optics of that are not.
So you love this movie, Diego.
No, no.
So Diego, you're a big fan of this film.
Look, the ending made me tear up. Okay, like I'm only human.
But that's just 'cause you're an orphan. No.
No, my mom's still around.
Oh shit. Sorry, Diego Clown. Anyway, you can only relate because you've experienced tragedy.
I mean, maybe, yeah, yeah. Come on, step it up, Matt.
I was feeling like when like a good example. I was feeling like very isolated and lonely during the pandemic, and I watched all the Twilight films with my sister, ironically, and I burst into tears at the end of the list.
That's amazing. I don't think you ever told me that. That's incredible.
And like I fell in love. Their love was so powerful.
Oh my god.
They loved each other, man. Like that creepy little gremlin baby.
That is one of the most horrifying decisions ever made in the history of
I
motion
know.
pictures.
There's like seven of those stretched across the whole Twilight franchise.
I
And
know.
it's like yeah, for teenage girls, and was like it made like $500 million each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that is pretty incredible.
Mhm.
Like, those movies are very special in that way.
Yeah.
Like,
No, there's stuff there. I'll be honest. I had a fun time watching them, but
yeah, they're fun.
yeah, yeah. There was zero emotional weight to this movie for me.
Oh,
Not a single moment got me.
that's a shame. Um, all right, so Tyler Bates, James Gunn's usual composer, pre-Suicide Squad.
Mm.
I think he was the guy who kind of got his vibe, especially with those first two Guardians movies. I think the scores for those are very underappreciated, especially in terms of like
Mm.
the Marvel stuff. I've not really been in love with his work with composer John Murphy, and this time it's John Murphy and David Fleming who composed the music, which is it's got the John Williams riffs. Um, but I think even outside of that, it's one of the stronger scores he's had since Guardians 2. I really really liked it here. I don't know if you cared enough to pay attention to that.
I was shocked that it was the same music that was in the trailer a lot.
Oh, okay.
I thought they were gonna get a little more creative with things.
All right, Matt, would you recommend Superman?
No.
Okay. Do you like it more than the Suicide Squad?
Yes.
Oh, really? I was not expecting that.
Um, trying to think about what's good in the Suicide Squad. Um, good performances. What did I give Suicide Squad? Oh, I gave it 3.5. So I guess I did like it more.
I'll
When
be
did I
honest,
log that though? Was that when I just saw it?
maybe because
Um,
you were not talking today like you like this more than the Suicide Squad.
um,
Not that I'm trying to talk you down.
well, my logs are from when the movie came out. So
Hmm.
I wrote Birds of Prey currently streaming on HBO Max. That's the movie I'd recommend.
I mean,
Birds of Prey.
yeah, we'd both recommend it.
Yeah, it's the good one they've done so far. DC keep losing.
Well, I guess someone's got to feel that way.
When like 10 years from now, and like we're being drowned in DC films, you're complicit. You're all complicit in the evil that will befall the film industry.
I mean, I'm really just here for the Batman part two. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, which will definitely happen now.
I mean, I think so. Like, Matt Reeves was at the premiere. He was spotted. He's alive.
Don't. Well, come on. Let's do it then,
Yeah.
because that's kind of the only thing I'm looking forward to. I actually have a, I actually it's one of those things where like I came out like of the Batman really strong, and I'm always like, you know what, I like the superhero shit, so like I always have to kind of look back and be like, usually I was over enthusiastic about something. Then I rewatched and I'm like, no, Batman rules. And now I have even like greater appreciation of it, because there's like the Batmobile revving up is more interesting than anything in Superman.
Yeah, I guess I'll say this. This does not come close to Matt Reeves, the Batman, for me.
Now
And that
that
is
movie does benefit
also,
from being 3 hours. Like that was the trade-off really, is that that's a 3 hour movie.
hmm
Um,
I
And
mean,
maybe there's a Superman that's 3 hours that I would like more, right? Like
yeah,
maybe
maybe.
you're right. Maybe all it really takes is some breathing room. Um, I don't know if it's that simple, but maybe.
Yeah.
Um, Aside from that, uh, found the movie very boring. I'm shocked people are responding so well to it. It's a Pixar film, but with curse words in it. Uh, and Pixar hasn't exactly been hitting balls out of the park lately. And frankly, I think in retrospect, we way overhyped a lot of Pixar films, which are
What's
good movies, but they are ultimately children's films.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, children's films can be great.
and yeah, children's films can be great. Not most Pixar films weren't great; they were good. I
I
think
would
Pixar
say,
killed cinema. I think Pixar is one of the worst things to happen to cinema.
okay, well, let's calm down. Let's calm down. First of all, I would say for a
You can
while,
trace
I think most of their films are great.
script as king. You can trace script as king bullshit back to Pixar.
Oh, fuck, you can.
They're responsible for it. And they killed a type of animation that was interested in sequences and engaging moments, which is then slowly was killed throughout cinema. Now everyone is thinking in terms of 3 act structures and bullshit and setup and payoff and all that nonsense.
Oh, look, as someone who also has made plenty of fun with this of the script is king stuff, I do want more people to get a script right before anything else, and um, that still seems to be something that's not happening that often because I've seen a lot of movies this year, including this one, which I think is you know better than you did at least.
Bad, bad movie.
I think it's pretty
James
good.
Gunn,
I think it's pretty
maybe
great.
don't direct. Maybe James Gunn should just stop directing. Maybe he can write this shit, but can't say it.
Look, as the guy who's still a fan, I do wish more writer directors did write stuff that they weren't always interested in directing. um, we've talked about it before. There seems to have been that big pivot the last decade to get writers to direct their own stuff, and um, I think that's been hurtful to the industry. But, oh well, that's Superman. I'm sorry you didn't like it. I really am. You have anything else you want to say?
I feel nothing.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It's the dog. People like the dog.
Maybe people just like the dog. That's fine.
Fucking dog people.
I think I'm just a pet person in general.
Doesn't the Flash have a cat that runs really fast?
Don't give him ideas.
It's like Streaky or something like that. Is that what it is?
Is it? Hang on, let me see.
I think the Flash has a cat.
Streaky the Super Cat.
Yeah. Oh, is he Superman's cat?
Yeah, Streaky the Super Cat is Supergirl's pet cat.
Oh, okay. Well, I know who's showing up in that Supergirl movie.
Well, I mean, Crypto.
Yeah, Crypto, but there's no way she's not gonna have like 17. They're gonna do all of the pets.
Yeah. Oh, she's gonna have the
There's
Legion of Super
Streaky.
Pets. You think?
Yeah. There's Comet the Super Horse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to
There's
think of what else there is.
Beppo,
There's
the monkey.
yeah, there's Beppo the Super Monkey. There's got to be others. There'll be a few running around.
There's
Um,
there's that Prody.
which one's Prody?
Prody, he's this one I just saw. This one I don't remember. What he's like a shapeshifter, a shapeshifting animal.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Okay, here's the full list. We got Crypto, we got Streaky, we got Beppo, Comet, Bdig, um, who's like one of the Green Lantern Corps guys. What the fuck are you? There's no pictures. Oh, Detective
What is
Chimp.
the
Detective Chimp is
Detective
part of
Chimp?
the
But he's
league.
like his own. That's where we start getting in their own thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He's
Like
also his own guy. I mean, he's part of the Justice
like
League and
Ace the
stuff like that.
Bat Hound would be more direct, right?
Yeah.
Because he's like he works directly with Batman.
Oh,
It's crazy
Rex
that
the
there
Wonder
was that
Dog.
DC. Yeah, there was that DC Super movie, Pets movie that like no one saw.
Actually,
Um,
let me see. There was. I'm pretty sure that was a success, wasn't it? All right,
not what I'm seeing.
207 against
Uh,
90 million. That's okay.
all right.
That's not great, but
Well,
it's
good
all
for
right.
that. Good for them.
Yeah.
Kids gotta go see something. Apparently, Alfred Molina was Jarell in it.
Oh, okay. Sure.
So,
Oh, here you go. Here's a question for you. Bradley Cooper, Jor-El. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
yeah, he owed a favor. He's fine. I mean, he's only in it for like a fucking brief second.
Yeah. Like 5 repeating seconds.
Yeah, and he kind of does owe James Gunn, because like being Rocket is kind of one of the most lucrative performances you could be in the Marvel universe.
Mm-hmm.
Because you get your name on $1 billion movie, but then you don't have to show up.
Yeah. He only showed up, I remember, for the first Guardians premiere, and it's like, yeah, that makes sense. You probably don't need to
Yeah.
show up for the others.
Now he's like the biggest producer man in Hollywood,
Yeah, yeah. He
and
seems like
people
a
hate him
chill
now.
guy.
Apparently, even though Maestro was a good movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm a fan.
I guess that's how many of us go check out Maestro. It was good. I don't know what people are talking about.
People are not going to like Maestro as much as the Superman movie.
Oh, because they're all homophobic.
No!
That's why.
That's your take? Yeah. Sure, let's end it there. Why not? Fuck it.
There was no sense that Lex Luthor wanted to fuck Superman in this.
Yeah, you do have to dock points off for that.
You do.
Yeah.
It's not even a joke.
Yeah, no. I'm 100% serious right now. So instead of
Also, they
5
did the
stars,
fucking,
I'll give
oh
it 4.
God, oh, I'm remembering bad stuff. They did the fucking like stupid Hulk joke, but it was crypto with Lex Luthor.
Oh yeah, they did do that. Is that just gonna be a thing now? Because they do it in the Dungeons and Dragons movie too.
Yeah, I mean, this is just how movies are now.
Okay.
And it's
I
James
liked it
Gunn's
in
fault.
both of these movies, for the
It's
record.
James Gunn's fault.
Well, he didn't direct the first Avengers.
It's James Gunn's fault.
All
It's funny
right.
that Bradley Cooper didn't produce Joker 2.
But he didn't?
He didn't. He
But
had
he,
his name taken off that one.
oh, he produced the first one, though, right?
He produced the first one and made like a shit ton of money.
No one's like, no, thank you.
And he was like, nope, I'm not doing Joker 2.
Sorry. I just saw someone share, like, guys, I'm being serious when I say ever since I saw Superman, I haven't felt depressed even once. I've been smiling for 2 days now. I think Superman might have cured my depression. All I feel is happiness and hope now. And then someone responded like, if I didn't watch Superman, I would just kill and kill and kill.
What's going on?
People like the movie. That's all that happened, and I got a kick out of that. So let's end on a high note. Matt, thanks for joining me again. Sorry. Where can people find you?
Don't find me.
Okay. Links down below. Don't call, don't text.
Don't come looking for me. I don't want to talk to you people.
Okay. You can listen to the other retrospectives. The links down below on YouTube,
Y'all need
SoundCloud, Spotify,
therapy.
iTunes, and Patreon.
Y'all need help. Everyone needs help. Good lord.
I mean, yeah, but I'm gonna watch Superman while I'm getting that help.
No, what it turns out is people are gonna watch Superman and then do nothing.
Well, if I don't watch Superman now, I just have to kill and kill and kill. That was very funny. All
Hey,
right.
so is Troll Court Entertainment, is that Gunn's company?
Oh, I don't know what the fuck. Now I have to look this up. Let me see. Yeah, it is the production company started by James Gunn. Ever since I think they started with the Suicide Squad. No,
That's like a
that is Brightburn and Belko experiment days. That is
mm.
yeah, that is totally James Gunn. Yeah,
Remember
founded in
Brightburn?
2015.
Remember Brightburn?
Yeah, what if Superman was an evil little boy?
Yeah, good for him. Uh here's what's coming up from DC Studios. Here's what's on
Are you sure you want to
the
do this to
upcoming.
yourself?
We got the Batman Part 2. All right. I'm looking forward to it. Genuinely. Supergirl, Swamp Thing, Constantine 2. Although who knows if is that even filming yet?
No, I don't think that one's going to get off the ground. They announced they're trying to do
Yeah,
it now. That's what they did.
yeah. The Brave and the Bold, it's now just called The Brave and the Bold. The story of Damian Wayne. Oh God, they're fucked. They are so fucked.
Wait, is that
They
the
are.
subtitle for Brave and the Bold?
It says The Brave and the Bold, and on Letterboxd says the story of Damian Wayne, who was raised as a little murderer and assassin and Batman's son that he didn't know existed for the first 8 to 10 years of his life. I'm glad they're keeping it vague. Um, they are so fucked. They are absolutely fucked. Um, Clayface, the one that what's his name isn't doing. Mike Flanagan isn't doing it.
Yeah, he wrote it,
Uh,
but that's it.
a movie called Dynamic Duo,
Oh yeah, you haven't heard about this one?
s- starring Dick Grayson and Jason Todd. Oh God, or Kiss.
It's
That'll
an
be good.
animated movie, so that one could at least be like really interesting.
Did I stutter?
No, no, none of what we said like canceled the
A
other one
Teen
out.
Tit a Teen Titans film, being written by someone who is only credited on the Supergirl movie that hasn't come out yet. Um, what are we doing? Wonder Woman and Sergeant Rock.
I think Sergeant Rock's gonna take a minute.
What, you keep on clamoring for Sergeant Rock?
Yeah.
Starring Colin Farrell and directed. What the fuck?
Yeah, you missed all of that?
Why would I care?
Well, just because it's Luca Guadagnino.
Yeah, I there was a wave. Do you remember there was that wave where DC just announced like they were working with everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's like Spielberg's gonna do Black Hawks finally. Like it was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
and then like of course none of those projects happened. But okay. I mean, Lucas seems busy these days.
Yeah. So I guess
He
the thing
released
with that
two
was that
movies last year.
there was an opening to do that movie this year or early next year, and
Mm.
something happened. I guess I don't know what. But that window closed, and now they don't know like if he's going to be able to make it. So I'm
And
interested if
Zverev
he does
realized
it.
they're out of money. Yeah, it's one. Yeah, obviously, I'm interested in him in a Luca Guadagnino movie, but like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Where's Brainiac?
Got to save him for the sequel.
How many Superman fucking movies at this point? We got Supergirl in there, no Candor.
I mean, maybe it'll be in the movie.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
No, yeah, I don't think that's a cop out answer. I think that's just
Yeah.
it's not
No,
Superman's
no,
deal. It's Supergirl's.
I agree.
Yeah,
Uh,
man, you fucker.
I hate movies.
All right. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We have been
Penguin
professionally
was good.
unprofessional.
I
Penguin
like the
was good.
Penguin. Yeah, Penguin was surprisingly really good.
Yeah, they should do another show in between this and the Batman Part Two, just so it helps the wait. Because
Let's just do anything. Just do anything.
yeah, if Matt Reeves endorses it, I'm there.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt Reeves should be running this shit, apparently.
Well, I guess he's
He
running
would
all the Batman stuff. I guess.
he would make mostly good stuff and occasionally drop one of the most depressing blockbusters you ever did see.
You think the Batman 2 is going to be like War of the Planet of the Apes?
I
Just
don't know what he
fucking
would do.
miserable?
Have they said anything about what Batman 2 is going to be? They tried to
No.
introduce the Joker at the end of Batman Part 1 and it didn't work. And I feel like everyone just is slowly pretending that didn't happen.
Yeah. No, there's rumors that it was going to be Clayface involved, and there was rumors going to be like a version of Mr. Freeze. But
I
again,
mean, the
these are all
poster's
rumors.
blue right now on Letterboxd.
Yeah, but that could just be
But
a
that's
fan
obviously,
thing.
yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to see a good Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Yeah. I mean, I would fucking kill to see like what the fuck does Matt Reeves do with that? Like with that approach for Mr.
Yeah.
Freeze. Like that could be interesting, but again, that's
I mean,
just
it is interesting in like a very strange
oh
way,
yeah,
right?
I like
Like,
Mr. Freeze.
and if they're smart with like part of what made the first Batman work is that Riddler was barely in it, right?
Hmm.
Like they knew like to just only hint at him mostly. Um, Dano's good in that movie. People make fun of him, but he's good.
No, he's very good in that.
The movie's
Yeah.
good. Batman's a good movie. I recommend the Batman.
I mean, if we're
No one wants
comparing.
to. No one wants to read about Clark Kent taking on the Batman.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the last thing. This is the absolute last thing because I saw your letterbox post. Your comp for it was BVS at the time. Do you still feel the same?
Yeah, it feels very similar to BVS in a lot of ways. Um,
I mean, the plot is
but
like it is shockingly similar. It's just
here's
very
the thing,
different
though.
aesthetic tonal approaches.
I might like BVS more.
Okay.
I feel like you could whip Batman v Superman into a better movie. Like if they, that's one where here's the thing. I think that part of they didn't commit enough to some of the Justice Gang stuff. Uh, in Superman, like I don't know, it just didn't work. But like the shared universe stuff in Dawn of Justice, you could just cut,
Hmm.
and it would be a better movie. That does have a big problem though, where that ending is just disastrous with Doomsday. Like that fucks that whole movie up.
I don't think I like it. I mean, I think I like Superman more than BVS.
Zack Snyder doesn't know how to end a movie without someone dying, and James Gunn doesn't know how to end a movie without being like, it's the family we made.
All right. Is that the like a problem though? Like, cause certain artists just have certain things that they do. You know, like I don't think
Certain
it's
artists,
yeah
certain
that
artists just have certain things that they do.
everyone has like their filmmaking tropes. is
Well,
what I'm
look,
trying to say.
Scorsese's remade Goodfellas like 4 times,
Yeah,
right? Like he's also made like 17 other films.
that's true. Yeah.
James Gunn's been making the same movie since Guardians.
I guess it's not a problem if you just like them.
Yes, it is. Y'all are weak. Y'all
All
are
right.
weak.
Goodbye,
He
Jonathan
Goodfellas. He
Demme.
followed up Goodfellas with Cape Fear,
Fuck, that is pretty good.
and doesn't he do Silence after Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
Yeah, like look at that. That's what Gunn should be doing.
James Gunn's Silence.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't have the vision. I would believe that at this point.
Oh,
Um,
that's harsh.
he likes playing with toys. I get it. I was a child once. You're hearing the voice of a guy who like bet on James Gunn and being like, "Oh, this isn't gonna pay out."
At least you'll always have Super.
I mean, I do love Super. Did we have the conversation? We did the conversation about the last duel on here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, that Super's another movie where I basically can recommend it to no one.
Yeah.
But I do like it.
All right.
Where's Elliot Page, man?
Uh,
I get
he's
they've been
working
going through a
on
lot.
stuff right now, and like production wise, like
Mhm.
behind the scenes. But I think they're
Yeah,
also getting some stuff off the ground right now. You guys
yeah.
remember
I
they were on
understand.
fucking Umbrella Academy for like
Yeah, and they just
wherever.
wrote his transition in. Oh, oh,
Oh, uh huh.
oh,
Oh, is it bad?
no. I'm just he's in the Odyssey.
Yo, what?
He's in Nolan's The Odyssey.
All right, movie of the year confirmed.
Oh my
Movie
God,
of
it's
all
actually gonna
time.
be good. Oh my God, he's gonna do it.
Comrade Nolan.
I'm not sure if I'm willing to go there. He did make a movie about the bomb,
Yeah.
but but
Yeah.
oh my God! All right, sorry. This has nothing to do. Everyone probably already knows this because I guess they showed something for the Odyssey in front of some Superman movies. I did not see this.
Yeah, I saw it.
Uh, so it's Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Anne Hathaway, Zendaya, Lupita Nyong'o, Robert Pattinson, Charlize Theron as Cersei. Um, John Barenthal, what's he doing over there?
You want to know the
Ben
funniest fucking
Safdie,
thing?
John Leguizamo, and Elliot Page.
You want to know the funniest
And
fucking
like,
thing about John Bernthal in the Odyssey? So you
what?
know how everyone like makes a meme of him whenever like in a movie or TV show he's like, "Hey, let me tell you something, man," right?
Yeah.
John Bernthal is the voiceover in the Odyssey trailer.
Oh man.
What does he say? Let me tell you
Oh,
something. And I was like, yes,
oh my God.
yes,
Nolan might actually do it. He
yeah,
might actually make the greatest film ever.
yeah. I will say the footage was. I mean, it's like nothing to go off of. It's like the waves and then Odysseus
Yeah.
on like a plank of wood. Like it's not like you know.
Comes out next year.
Yeah,
Like we're a little off.
yeah,
So
yeah. Well, they always do this with Nolan's big. Well, I guess everything with him is big now, but they always do the year before tease for him now. Like they're rolling out the red carpet early for him because his shit pays off every time. So
yeah, it's
good for him.
honestly good that he was like Universal, let me make Oppenheimer. And they're like, okay, this will be his vanity project, and then we can get him to do like Fast X2 or something. That was probably the thinking at
Yeah.
Universal. And it made $1 billion.
Yep, and that's
And now he
why.
gets to do and now he gets to do the Odyssey.
Yeah, for $250 million.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what is this gonna be a full on fantasy movie?
I wonder how he'll do it.
I
I
do
am
too.
interested. I mean, Cersei's in it,
Yeah,
but it could be like it could be like that movie Troy, where like Troy was like Achilles, but like they took the mythological stuff out of it.
yeah.
Like, I mean, he could do that. I'm guessing he's gonna do. Is he gonna like jump around in time like he always does? Like, are we gonna get the Trojan War and the Odyssey simultaneously? Is he gonna do both the Iliad and the Odyssey?
Oh my god.
That's what I'm thinking.
Uh, I'll say it because
Is
it's
he?
it's in the teaser. That will come out online eventually. You see the horse.
Yeah, I would assume you would have to. But like, has anyone been announced as Achilles in it?
No, you don't know anybody's role except for Charlize as Cersei, Matt Damon
Hmm.
as Odysseus, and Tom Holland as Telemachus.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Those three roles, but it's one where it's like I want to see if they announce who's going to be Achilles. I'm interested, and then they just have to make Achilles gay.
Hmm.
Like they just have to be brave enough to do it. Um, but not entirely in IMAX cameras.
Yeah.
See, what are we doing even bothering with Superman? Defy the gods.
Okay, we do have to wrap up, but I will say
I'm
it's
so glad I looked into what Elliot Page was up to. I'm so glad to hear this.
yeah, I'm very excited as well, and I'm happy that you're happy now. But I will say it's really funny to see the obsessive Greek like mythological people seeing that tagline and be like, actually, that's an
Oh,
inappropriate tagline for this movie.
they are going to be insufferable.
Yeah,
There has never been a movie about Greek mythology where they haven't been insufferable.
yeah. Well
Here's the
then,
thing, guys, what's a good one? Point to me a good one of Greek mythology. What's the best one?
well, hell,
That's probably some shit we've never heard of.
what's even the last one? It was Troy, right?
Troy, yeah, I mean, there's got to be like something that's like adjacent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, Ray Fiennes was just in a movie called The Return last year.
yeah, but that's like after, like, oh yeah, he was Odysseus. I heard about that. I heard that movie was pretty bad.
Oh, really? Oh,
Um,
shit. Oh, that sucks.
yeah,
Um,
um,
okay,
it's one
yeah,
of those
I
movies where it
barely heard
costs like
about it.
$5, right?
Uh huh.
Like, I think that's part of the problem.
Yeah, and then you
So,
always get the remixes like "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou," which are this
hmm,
adaptation which does not take place during the Trojan War,
hmm.
or like "Nostos, the Return." Have you heard of that one?
No, I have not.
Okay, it's inspired by the Odyssey. Um, it's like a really it's like one of those experimental, like dreamy fantasy things that I really love, where it's
Okay,
like it's very light on plot, and Europeans go crazy about it, and then Americans are like, "What is this?" And the Europeans are right this time. It's a banger.
all right, I'll have to check it out then.
Yeah, I'll have to send you a link because it's fucking like impossible to track down a good version of it.
Of course it is. Of
Yeah,
course it
yeah,
is.
that's why. So I bet like those Greek nerds are like, actually, it's Nostos, the Return, and it's like they're probably not
Yeah.
even wrong that it's a great adaptation. It's just no one fucking can see it. It's like it's got no physical media.
Well,
Anyways,
I'm happy about a movie coming out now,
there you
which I
go.
wasn't
Look
at
at
the
that.
start of this.
Look at that. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. For real now, we have been professionally unprofessional.
I
Goodbye, Jamie Gunny.